Good afternoon. My name is Prince Grant, and I'm a student at Binghamton University. And today I will be discussing why the American federal government should pay African Americans reparations. To begin, I think it is important that we understand the ramifications and the lasting effects of slavery and the legal oppression that was put on African Americans by the Jim Crow laws. I think to to understand the argument for reparations is to understand the plight of African Americans who have been historically oppressed and have endured a great deal of legal oppression, racism, and a slew of other injustices. With slavery lasting a whopping 175 years, the effects are still widespread today. During slavery, African Americans were taken from their home, stripped of their culture, stripped of their names, stripped from their native lands, their families, and brought to America to work for free. Now, some propose the argument that they were given a place to live, food, clothing, and a better opportunity. But I'm here to ask who's to decide what was a better opportunity. African Americans had no choice in the matter of slavery, and they were put to work under horrible, horrendous conditions. African Americans have long been the face of poverty, crime, and everything that some people deem that's wrong with America. I think to understand and to bring everything back together in its entirety, we have to understand that reparations are needed because so many African Americans today are stuck to live in horrendous conditions that are either directly or indirectly effects of slavery and the Jim Crow laws. Um, just to provide context, I personally think reparations should be paid in the form of dramatically increased public school funding for predominantly black school districts and mortgage subsidies for low-income African Americans who are not allowed to aggregate wealth in the form of land ownership throughout history. It is a fact that the descendants of slave owners and wealthy property owners have some connection to slave owners. As I previously said, the effects of slavery are still widespread even 300 years later. Slavery yielded traders and owners vast amounts of wealth, while the actual workers reaped no benefits. In James Oliver Horton's book, Slavery and the Making of America, he states the bound labor of at least 12 generations of African Americans created great wealth for slaveholders. This wealth translated into extraordinary political power, which we still see exerted today in our political processes. The slave trade and the products created by slave labor, specifically cotton, provided the basis for America's wealth as a nation, underwriting the Industrial Revolution and enabling it to project its power to the rest of the world.